Hi. This is the Kari and Gadget show today. So welcome to Two Tangled Skeins. I'm Kari, also known as Jaded Knitter, and we are the 1st of December because I couldn't brain yesterday. I had gone out shopping because sales and I needed to get stuff done, and oh my god, yeah, I don't go shopping during these times of year normally. I stay out of malls and yeah, it was not good. But yeah, hi, welcome to Two Tangled Skeins, and you can find us on Blip, YouTube, and iTunes, all under Two Tangled Skeins. And our website is twotangledskeins.com, and join our group on Ravelry and all that good stuff. And as you can see, I have the normal background as opposed to my own house, but I have a puppy who's probably going to make noises throughout this. Sue is away visiting friends for Thanksgiving. Yes, I know Canadians don't have Thanksgiving this weekend, but the Americans did, and she's visiting American friends. And Lynn, aka The Hand, is doing the same thing. She's in Chicago with her boyfriend and the kids. So I'm at Sue's place, babysitting the dogs. Like, okay, sure, why not? Because quite frankly, I'd just be sitting on my own sofa, so I might as well sit on somebody else's. Hello, sir. It does mean you get to see Gadget. And so I guess we'll start with the faux. I'm wearing one. And this fringe of hair here, this is the reason why I don't generally wear hats pulled like this. I generally have them so I can roll my hair under them, because if I wear this too long, I will have poodle fringe, which means my hair will go straight on top, and then all you see is this band of fuzz along the bottom, and it does not look good. It is not a good look. So this is, it's just called Slouchy Hat, and it is, yes, I actually have another computer sitting here. I have my computer sitting here because I'm lazy and I don't want to have to write out show notes. It is Slouchy Hat with Pico Edge by Jan Wise. There is nothing under the sofa. Nothing. Nothing, nothing, nothing. At least nothing for puppies. Sorry. And it is out of Tannis Fiber Arts Green Label, so her Aran weight, and the color is Lucky Penny, and I really love it. I need to take it apart at the top and add about another inch, just because I have a bigger head than I seem to think I have. So it's not quite long enough to go over my ears. It fits everything else, it just doesn't quite do the ears. And I'm getting hot, so I'm going to take this off and hopefully not have poodle fringe. Yeah, the other issue is I generally put hats on in the morning when my hair's still wet, so they dry partially. Yeah, it's bad. So yeah, I'm just going to take part of the top off. But this is, I love Tannis. And most of what I knit recently is with Tannis. Squishy. Which reminds me, I'm going to have to pause this at some point and run downstairs and actually get the sweater that I finished, because it's still downstairs. So yeah, hat. And I do have other FOs. So I'll just go back to that. I'm calling them faux even though they technically don't have thumbs, but honestly, they're kids' mittens. Thumbs are not going to take me that long. This is one of 2 pairs of my Newfoundland mittens that I'm doing. This is going to be the other pair, so where there's blue, there'll be pink. They're match set for a little boy and little girl. These are my last commission of the year. So these are going to get finished probably tonight, because honestly, these don't take very long. And the second pair is actually smaller. It's done out of, this is Cascade 220 Superwash, which for kids mitts is my absolute go-to. Well, for kids anything really. It's one of my go-tos because it's great. Comes in a whole pile of colors, and it's washable. And I know for a fact that it's color fast and it's machine washable. It's will take the abuse of a washer and dryer, which is great. And then I'm gonna call these FOs even though they aren't, because I have the pattern done and it is actually going to be posted this evening. So it will be launch day. This is my Pop of Cherries mitts with a slightly new design, and this one is actually getting redone because I made boo-boo. So this is actually we'll just pretend that that's a fingerless mitt because it's going to become one. And this is the start of the actual pair of full mitts. So you can probably notice where the boo-boo is. Basically the boo-boo was I started to knit these and then realized that I didn't actually have enough of the red left to do a second full one if I put the red on here. So I've just kind of rearranged the colors a little bit, so that, well, as you can see for this one, there's white on the cuff and there'll be a little more white up here on the top. Other than that, they're identical. But yeah, so that's the Pop of Cherries mitts and the fingerless mitts. And these are done out of Knit Picks, Carrera, I think. Oops, I do have it. 'Cause yes, I have all of my stuff in the laundry basket over here. Capra, it's the Knit Picks Capra DK. And I am actually, pattern has been accepted by Knit Picks, so it will be, it probably won't be available until the new year, but it will be available on the Knit Picks website as well. But I'm going to launch it on Ravelry tonight. So this takes two 50-gram balls of one in cream, one in red, which is what? 123 yards. And the full mitts will take pretty much the entirety of 123 yards, so be aware. I'll have an exact amount left for these. When I redesign them so that there is actually enough left that, you know, errors and whatnot aren't going to be an issue, because it was going to be an issue the way they originally started. Yeah, so these, like I said, I'm calling them done even though I technically have two and a cuff. The pattern's done and I've knit one pair already, so. That is all the faux except for the sweater, which is downstairs. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to, oh dear, ooh, that's why, wrong mouse, and I don't think I can pause this. Okay, we'll just tack it onto the end then. Gadget, come here, buddy. Come on up. No? I'm guessing the other, Sue's dogs are on the other side of the door. So we'll just keep going. This is the other thing that I've been knitting. I don't know if you're going to be able to see the pattern very well. It's a fairly simple pattern. It's done with two bulky weight yarns, and as you can see, massive needles. So these are what size? It should say on here, 15 millimeters. Yeah, no, 10 millimeters. The US 15s. So this is actually a very quick knit. This portion of it was done in a night, and I still have a bit left to go. Oops, yeah, a bit left to go because I'm basically going to go until I run out of this multicolored stuff. And this will probably be launched also in the new year or around Christmas or whatever as a free pattern, because it is really simple. And it's going to be a cowl. The pattern, when it actually launches, will have it set up so you can do it either in 2 colors the way I've got it done, where it's the background's all in 1 color and then you have the second color as the accent, or so you can actually do it out of 2 equal amounts of yarn. It'll be half and half, so half of it would be like this, and then you reverse the 2 for the second half, and it'll be an infinity scarf, and the dog is under it. I don't know why he's under the, who knows. But yeah, this one, look for this one in the new year. I still have no idea what I'm going to name this. So, yeah. And I think, oh, no, I did have one more thing. One more piece of knitting, which is Viajante, I think is how you pronounce it. I'm not 100% sure. It's by Martina Behm. B-E-H-M. I'm not entirely sure. And it's one of those things that is dead simple and will look really good when it's done. It's actually another cowl type thing. Right now it's not in the round. I'm still working on the top section. And it will eventually be in the round. Once I've done this for another couple of inches, it'll be in the round. You attach it and then it's just worked in the round in stockinette. Right now it's in garter, and it has a nice lace border along the bottom, but it's a nice long shawl, so you can either use it as a shawl that's kind of double weight because it's in the round, it's a tube, or you can wear it as a cowl. Like there's a bunch of different ways, but really neat pattern, really well written. I decided to, because I'm strange like that, I decided to, you probably can't, yeah, you can just see it, change the edging, just because the way I was doing it just wasn't, like the way the pattern called for it, it just wasn't turning out properly for me. And I have a strange dog. Then again, I have a pug. It comes with the territory. This edge is, if I was doing just a standard triangle shawl, which is what this is at the moment, this would be the top edge. And what it's going to come out to be is, it'll actually be the top circumference of the tube. So it's a somewhat more decorative edge. It's literally just 3 knit stitches with a yarn over, and then you just knit them all on the way back, instead of doing it the way the pattern calls for, just because I liked how it looked a little better. And then somewhat, you can see it quite well in this picture, but there's somewhat invisible increases in the center because it doesn't need to, those don't need to be seen. So that is all the knitting except for the sweater, which, like I said, I went downstairs and get it and tack that onto the end because I didn't realize I couldn't pause. I guess other things would be acquisition stash. No yarn, for the simple fact that it is still sitting at the post office. I'm knitting my mother a sweater. She bought the yarn. It's really pretty. It's Cascade. It's Cascade 128 superwash, so it's big, bulky, so quick knit. Gotta love it. I'm basically repeating my owl sweater for her that I was wearing a couple of weeks ago, because it doesn't actually fit her properly. And so I'm going to redo it with a better fit and actually have it as a cardigan as opposed to a pullover sweater, because that's what she asked for. Then other stash acquisitions. Dun, dun, dun. These are the rest of my set of Diacraft needles that I have been waiting for, and oh my god, I'm in love. These are the apparently I can't brain today either. Well, I'm doing better than I was yesterday. These are the interchangeables, as you can tell by the cables that are over here. And I got them in I've forgotten what I got them in. I want to say chestnut, but I know that's not it. And now it's bugging me. Hazelnut. They're in hazelnut. Actually, let me pull out a bigger one because it'll be easier to see. And these come in, I got the larger set, which is 3.5 millimeter up to 6.5, which is a US 4 to 10.5. And they're wood. And honestly, the finish on these is so well done that these glide the way most metal needles glide. And they have really nice, how well you can see the point on that. I got lace tip points, so they are nice and pointy on the end, just the way I like them. And I figured, you know, go big or go home. So this is the rest of them. I got the full set. They're all in hazelnut. So I have all of the DPNs as well in the 6 inches, and I'm debating getting the 5-inch as well, just because I've found more and more that I am using short needles for certain things. 6 and 8-inch are my preferred needle size. And these ones come, this is the small set, so these are the small needles, and they come in 2 millimeter to 3.25, so 0 to US 3. And then the large set is 3.5 to, it's actually 3.5 to 5, but I have 3.5 to 5.5 millimeter. So I've got US 4 to 9, but the set only actually comes with 4 to 8. I just have the extra needles because I wanted them. And then there are smaller sizes for the interchangeables. Where'd they go? Where'd they go? Right here somewhere. Okay, they were in here somewhere. I saw them a minute ago. Oh no, they're in here. That's fine. I have all of my needles with me right now. My SIGs, my HIAs, all the Diacraft, the works. This is my set of their heavy metals, which, as you can see, some are currently in use. And these are the size, the 2 to 3.25 millimeter. So the 0 to US 3. And so yes, they have interchangeables. They have 0 interchangeables. Mine are currently in my Queen Susan shawl, which is my insanity, which is, yeah. Wonderful, wonderful drawings on these. Wonderful, pointy. Excellent customer service. I absolutely adore Linda and Tom. You guys are wonderful. But yeah, if you get a chance, get some. They are, I don't find them that spendy, but then again, I have at this point a complete set of signature needles, so you can't really. They're about, I think these are 100, I want to say 150-ish, maybe a little bit more. I paid almost 300 because I got extras with stuff and whatnot, extra needles and stuff. But yeah, wonderful, wonderful things. They're still at, for single color, so if you're getting everything like I did, you're getting it all in one color of wood. they're running around the 6 months to a year mark if you're getting them in multiple colors, because you can actually get like even just a set of these where they're all different colored woods. It can take longer. Like I know some people who are almost up to the 2-year mark now waiting for them, but in all honesty, they are worth it. So 2 thumbs up. I love them, and I know Sue loves hers, and our friend Crystal, hi Crystal, who's the one who pointed us at them, absolutely adores them. She's had hers for quite a while now. And yeah, I got these in the mail last week and have switched pretty much everything I was knitting over onto Diacrafts. The only things that haven't been switched over are projects that I'm not currently working on, or things that I already had SIGs on. And then last acquisition, this is actually, I've had it for a while, because I actually had this at Rhinebeck. And oh my good lord, I am getting caught and tangled in everything. There we go. This is my bag. I actually traded Diane, who's Freedom for You on Ravelry, and she's the knotted bag, and the Deep in the Forest mitts that I knit were for her, were a commission for her, and she offered me one of her new shoulder bags in the knotted bag, because it has the same knot, and I believe she said, now don't quote me on this, but I believe she said the bag part is the same size as her sweater bags. I know this is definitely big enough to hold a sweater's quantity for me. I've actually been using it as a purse. I had this with me at Rhinebeck and loved it. And I got it, she got special fabric for me, because I love fabric. I love peacocks, and I love paisley, and this doesn't actually have paisley on it, but it's reminiscent of the paisley, and it's in really nice colors. I loves it. I loves it a lot. And like I said, I've been using it as a purse, and it's great because it's actually just knotted up here, so it's adjustable size, which means this is actually long enough to be an over-the-shoulder bag for me, which is, oh my god, wonderful. It is very hard to find decent length over-the-shoulder crossbody bags for me. And yeah, so that is everything, and the dog is whining at the door, and I need to go get the other sweater. And yeah. So we will be back to our regularly scheduled... Oh, wait a minute. No, we might not be. We'll have to see, because it's December, we're coming up on the holidays and whatnot. 2 weeks from now is not Christmas. So I think we're recording, but I'm not going to... We'll definitely be back to, more regular recording come January. I'm just not sure what we're doing for this month. But yeah, I will be right back. So, I'm back. And I have the last of the... I still have to block it. This is my new sweater for a new job. Because I'm employed again! And very happy about it. This is the Bristow cardigan off of Knitty 2005, actually. So this is one of those oldie but goodies. And it is by Melanie Gibson. Yep, Melanie Gibson. I've done it out of Tanis Fiber Arts Green Label in Chris Gray, is the name of the color, which is actually larger in size than what the pattern calls for. So this has been modified to work with an Aran weight as opposed to a regular worsted. And I decided not to do buttonholes on it, so there are no buttonholes on the button bands. So there will be no buttons on this because I realized that, in all honesty, I never button sweaters up anyway. The few that I button up, it's because I'm wearing them under something. But this is a sweater that is meant to be worn in my office. I has a job. Sorry, I've been unemployed since August due to cutbacks, and I'm really happy about this whole job thing. It's done, like I said. Sweater's done, except for the blocking and the last couple of ends, because I wasn't sure if I'd have to cut the sleeves down or not. Turns out once I had the button bands on, I didn't have to, because I modified how the collar was done and it pulled everything up enough that fixes the issue that I was having with the sleeves. And it has a lovely little cable pattern on it. Now there is supposed to be the same cable pattern on the sleeves, but as you notice, the sleeves are blank. Part of that was just laziness on my part. Part of it was the size of the cable, because I'm doing this out of, sorry, I'm getting hair in my eyes. Because I did it out of Aran weight, the cables turned out much larger than they would have in a worsted. Because I also went up in needle size and went down in pattern size. I had to modify the sleeves and redo the sleeves, which was my fault, not the pattern. The pattern is wonderfully written, and if you were working with the sizes that she's actually giving, it would go beautifully well. My problem was because I was doing a different row gauge as well as stitch gauge. That yarn is just weirdly placed for my hair, I'm realizing. Nor me. Because my row gauge is different, so my row gauge is a lot taller, and for sweater patterns, you know, you knit so many decreases, and you knit so many rows and whatnot. A lot of the measurements are done in knit this many inches, which is fine if your row gauge is off. But when you're doing things like a collar decrease or the decreases on the sleeve caps, it's, you know, do this many decreases. Well, that didn't quite work. And please ignore the popping, that's my mother. I forgot to turn the sound off on my computer. And yeah, so new sweater, and like I said, it's done out of Panis, and I knit it on size 8, US 8, so 5mm. Yes, that works. So there. That's all for today. So I'm going to go answer my mother's poke at me because they're heading back from South Carolina. They're in somewhere in mid-New York State right now. They'll be home tomorrow. Yeah. Bye. Happy knitting, happy spinning, happy Thanksgiving to all our American viewers. And we will see you later.